Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to the viewers over there on TikTok, and also to my viewers on YouTube. Good morning, and I do hope that everyone is doing well on this lovely Monday morning today. All right. I hope that everyone's all right and everyone had a great weekend. All right. It's now 7:21. No, it's 6:31 a.m. here today in the UK, and it's Monday, and today is the 21st of July. Yeah, it's the 21st of July, and interestingly enough, it's the first trading day of the week, which is Monday. Now, remember, guys, if you haven't yet hit the like button, if you haven't yet subscribed as yet, please definitely go ahead and do so. Whether you're on TikTok, if you're on TikTok, let's see if we can get those likes up to 1,000 likes. I would really genuinely appreciate it. Good morning to you over there, Quincy. Good morning, and good morning, CJ Entertainment. Hope that you guys are doing lovely today and you're having a very awesome start of the week so far. 6:32 a.m. here as well. All right, good. So where do we start now? Because when the market starts off like this, like I knew it was gonna go up, but oh, come on, man! Like, look at that. That's like a massive, massive up move here. Um, on gold. Looking at the opening candle, look what happened here on the opening candle this morning. So price opened here, pushed up just a little bit, and then it dipped. And that dip was crazy. Imagine all those buyers who were holding the market this morning. At that time, market just dipped down in a matter of seconds by 120, basically 130 pips, because that's 12.9 right there. Good morning, Mr. Evans. Hope you're doing lovely today. Hope you had a great weekend. All right. Remember as well, guys, if you haven't yet hit the like button as yet, please definitely go ahead and do so. This price action right now is genuinely, it is crazy. Like it's really crazy. Look at the past 15 what's that? The past hour? Yeah, it's just been spiking, but where can it go in reverse? Nice, nice. Happy to hear that. Happy to hear that. Really am happy to hear that. All right. Good, good, good. All right, so it doesn't matter really what's going on. I'm still going to be applying the 215 technique. It's just that it's just going to be a little bit more difficult for an entry to be confirmed for myself. But yeah, I'm here for it anyways. I'm already here, so I just have to do why I came here to do. Okay. Now, let's see what is going on here. So we're almost at 1,000 likes here on TikTok. Yeah, just continue to hit those like buttons until we get to 1,000 additionally as well for my viewers over there on YouTube. If you haven't yet hit the like button as yet, please go ahead and do so. All right, so let's just dive into it right now. Let's go back to the 6:30 candle. So the 6:30 candle would have been right here. That's the 6:30 opening candle just at the bottom of that range, just as a close at that range, and that was the point of interest. So the point of interest for the 215 technique is basically whatever price gold was trending at the time of you starting to read your charts. Now at 6:30, this was the price that gold was trending at, so that's going to be my point of interest. Okay. No, so that's 366. So I'm just going to be measuring $2 above this to see. This is crazy, bro. This price action is crazy, man. Okay, but it is what it is. So if it's 367, I'm gonna add 2 to that. So if I'm adding 2 to that, that's going to be 969, right? 0.920, 0.920, and that's going to be my sell line. Then just below that, doing the same thing here as well. So I added $2 to get my buy line, so I'm just going to be minusing $2 from that as well to get my sell line. So if it's 66, minusing 2 from 6.6 is going to get me 6.4, and if it's 6.4 it's going to be 920. Okay, 920. Then this area is going to be my sell line. Did I just put the sell line there? Yeah, I put sell line on top. Okay, so I got that area all highlighted out there as well. So from here to here in this little range here, this is going to be my 215 zone. Yep, this is going to be my 215 zone right here. Okay, so that's my 215 zone there. So that's the 630 215 zone, and this is the zone I'm going to be using just to look for some entries here today. On gold, this massive up move has really just been crazy, so I'm just interested to see what entries are going to be confirmed from the 215 technique here today. So let's see the next step after highlighting the 215 zone. I just need to find my 15-minute rejection areas, as I am on the 15-minute time frame now. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm just going to be measuring 15 pips from that zone downwards and 15 pips upwards here as well. Okay, so just 15 pips below that zone. That's more than 15 pips though, but whatever. All right, so that's 15 pips. This is going to be my 15-minute rejection on the sell side. That's just below, down below the zone. Doing the same here as well, just above the zone as well. So 15 pips above, 15 pips below, and that's going to be my 15-minute rejection prices. Now I can move my alerts, which I had here from, I think that was last Friday. Put my alerts here on my rejection lines until they're tested. Then I will basically just move my alerts from there and then put them where I need them to be. Basically put them on the zone itself. To be fair, I don't know as of yet. I just need to see how the market is reacting. Yeah, I just need to see how the market is reacting to the 215 zone. Remember, guys, hit that like button. We're at 1,000 likes. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 2K likes, my friends. So if you can just double tap that button there. Thank you guys so much for the shares as well. So if you can just hit those like button, see if we can get up to 2K likes here on that. So now that we have our 15-minute rejection line highlighted and we have our 215 zone as well, the next thing to do is to basically find our target area. So I'm just going to go to the higher time frames, like the 30-minute all the way up to the hour time frame, 4-hour actually. So I'm going to go all the way up to the 4-hour time frame, and then I am going to identify the support and the resistance. Thank you, Edward, for that follow. So I'm on the 30-minute time frame now. The closest 30-minute support is basically right here. That's just down below the 215 zone, just maybe about 30 pips away from that 15-minute rejection. I'm looking to the left to see if I can identify a resistance here on the 30-minute time frame here, and I can clearly find one here, so which is also about 30 pips away from that 15-minute rejection line here as well. So that's some distance away, but that's good. I'm okay with that. Let's move to the 1-hour time frame as well to see if we can identify. I'm not going to go too far. There's already a wick right here already, so I'm just going to use this wick just above the 30-minute resistance, and then this wick would basically be my my 1-hour resistance. So that's my 1-hour resistance. All right, then moving down to the support area to identify my 1-hour resistance as well. Just going to use this little, not the resistance, support. Just going to use this little area here in this segment here as my 1-hour. Oh crap, this is going to be used as my 1-hour support. Where is that 1-hour support? And let's go to the 4-hour time frame. and I'm going to use this section right here as my 4-hour support. All right, that's going to be my 4-hour support, and then looking to the left again, this is going to be my 4-hour resistance. So we do have a decent trading range moving upwards. Let's see if we go on the daily time frame if there's any supports and resistance inside the trading range. No, so there's no support resistance on the daily that falls within this area here. All these lower section are basically covered by the 30-minute support, and if we look above, these areas here as well are also covered by these 30-minute and 1-hour resistance. Even this one is covered by that 4-hour. So there's nothing inside here for me to worry about. There's no daily support or resistance inside that 215 zone, so that's good. So let's go to the 5-minute time frame, and I'm going to be explaining to you the entry that I'll be looking for today. However, we are only at 1K likes, so I will begin to explain to you guys what entries I will be looking for today once we get to 3K likes. So we're at 1K likes now, so if we can get the likes up to 3K here on TikTok, then I'll basically explain to you my entry model and what I am looking for today. So if you can hit that like button and get those likes up, then you'll surely see it. But we're only at 1.2K likes. If you can get those likes up, then we can dive into it. All right, and we're back. Okay, all right. Let's see where we are. Do we have the 3K likes? Yes, we do have the 3K likes in commenting. Almost at 4K likes. All right, good. So that's pretty decent. I'm okay with that. All right, so this is the 630 215 zone, and we have all of the target areas already highlighted below and above the range, basically making reference to those resistance and also to those supports here as well. Right now, what does this mean? What does this mean for me? What am I expecting to do today? Right now, the price action has gone up by a lot. As you can see here, we're in a pretty strong uptrend, because if we're going to be comparing from here to the top of that range, I believe that's like maybe about 500 pips are already. Okay, so not necessarily 500, 300 pips. So that's like a lot of pips going upwards, right? So what would I be doing if price was to break the 215 zone? All right, so it's quite simple, really. So let's say price break above my 215 zone. All right, let's say it tests this 15-minute rejection area here, right? And when I say test this area, I don't mean by testing it with a wick, but what I do mean by it actually testing the area with a body candle close. So if you test this area with a body candle close, right, followed by a rejection back from the area, from that 15-minute rejection area, back into the 215 zone with a candle close on the inside of the 215 zone, okay, followed by another rejection from the 215 zone and a close above the 215 zone, then at that point in time I would definitely be interested, right, in trying for a long, right, in continuation to the trend, to say, let's say my stop loss at the bottom of my 215 zone and my full on TP basically just pushing towards the 4-hour resistance, right? So that is ultimately what I would expect to, that I will think, if that was to happen, that's what I would expect. So if the price breaks above the 215 zone and tests my 15-minute rejection area here, as you can see, right, if it tests that 15-minute rejection area and it tests it with not only just with a wick, but if it tests it with like a body candle close, then at that point in time that I would be interested in going for a long position. So it has to break, test, retrace, close, inside, zone, reject, right? So if it does that movement, then I'll be interested in possibly trying for that up move. But let's say the markets change its flavor, right? Let's say that it doesn't want to continue any higher and it actually wants to retrace a little bit, just to get a bit of a momentum, like going back downwards to retest these areas that it has broke out from. So what would I do in that instance? So if price was to pull back from the 215 zone, come down here, right, as we can see, come on guys, let's see if we can get those likes up to 4,000. All right, if price was to break from the 215 zone, okay, and was to test that 50-minute rejection area here, right, if it was to test that 15-minute rejection area here, not only with a wick, but let's say with a body candle close, right, just down below the 215 zone, test this area here with a body candle close below, right, bam, then it rejects from these areas, pulling back into the zone with a candle close on the inside of the zone, right? Then followed by a rejection from the zone with a candle close below the zone. Then at this point in time, then I would be interested in possibly trying for a short, because it's now below my 215 zone, right? Put my stop loss just at the top right there, okay, at the top of the 215 zone, and then I'll ultimately just be targeting my resistance on the lower end. So my support, sorry. So my TP1 will basically be at a 30-minute support or 30-minute resistance, all depending on the direction that I'm going in, okay. TP2 would be at that 1 hour, TP3 would be at that 4 hour. So that's how I will basically manage the entries. But one key thing to note about the 215 technique is that the only time an entry is valid is if using this entry model. This entry model is called the entry 1. So using this model, right, using this model is that the price, once the price is rejecting from the 215 zone, the price must close between my 15-minute rejection line and my buy line, because if it exceeds that, then that basically invalidates the entry. Okay. All right. Now I'll be sending this shortly in the Telegram group. The Telegram group, the link of my Telegram is in the description of my well, it's on the page. What do you call that page? It's on my home screen on TikTok. The link is right there, so if you can go on ahead and join my Telegram on that. All right. So if you want, I'm going to send this shortly, this breakdown shortly inside the Telegram group with a little bit of a snippet of what I'll be expecting to see happen today. So this was a massive up move here on gold today. Massive up move. Did anyone catch any of this up move? Is anyone in any positions right now on gold? Speng down, yeah. What prices did you guys enter? Nice. What prices did you guys enter? 334. Oh, beautiful. That's beautiful. 3346. So you basically entered in these lower areas here. That's beautiful. Beautiful. So you bet if you're still in, so that means then that you're in over like 200 plus pips on that move. That's crazy. That's good. That's brilliant. And you got in at 3364. Nice. You got in just at this little area here, so you don't have like a lot of pips on the board, but that's still good. That really is good. Nice. Nice. Happy to see that you guys are capitalizing here, still holding as well. Nice. Let's see. How many pips has this gone up by today? He doesn't say. Is it that my thing is too small? 170 pips already since opening. Emmanuel, I entered after the break of structure to the upside, currently running 200 and nice. Big shout out to you. I'm guessing when you say break of structure, well, there are two of them, unless you're gonna count, you're counting here, or you're counting here. So it depends. Grace, my charm. Thank you for that, Grace. All right, good. So we're at 4K likes. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 5K, my friends. See if we can just hit that like button. Definitely push it up. The second break I'm talking about, the structure. So I'm guessing in this area. So you entered between 356 and 360. Am I correct in assuming that's what happened? Just take a quick look to see what this week looks like when it comes on to news. So I'm just going over to FOREX Factory right now just to see what it looks like over there when it comes on to news. Today is a calm day. All right, so there's no news. All right, as in there's no red folder news in any of the currencies, so it should be calm. Mondays are usually the crazy days, like really crazy. Like some crazy price action usually happens on Mondays. Like, you know, a lot of losing trades do happen on a Monday. Yeah, I know it's the first of the week as well. Mondays are usually like rough. Tomorrow though, do we have any news? Yeah, we do have Powell speaking tomorrow at around 1:30 p.m. That's my time. That's the UK time. Then at 3 p.m. we have Richmond Manufacturing Index as well. Wednesday, calm day. 3 o'clock we have an orange folder that's existing home sales. Then on Thursday is the day. Yeah, Thursday the 24th is the day. That day is going to have like a lot of red folder news across several currencies. We're gonna have red folder news on AUD, Euro, GBP, Canadian, and the US dollar as well. So there is going to be a lot tomorrow. Thursday is going to be very impactful. There's going to be a lot of volumes all across the many different markets. So yeah, that day shall be a day to see as well. Then on Friday we calm it down again with only just GBP red folder news at 7 a.m. UK time, and then USD at 1:30. But that's orange folder, and not to mention that we have an orange folder at 9 a.m. Right. So one day in regards to news, I would say Monday to Wednesday shall be fairly calm in regards to the news releases. However, on when Thursday, that's when it picks up. Let's see. Oh, EU. Well, EU is not doing the same thing that Gold is doing, because that massive up move. I don't think EU has made its play for the day as yet. Where was the six? Let me see if I can find the 6:30 candle. Oh, or the 7 o'clock. I can actually use the 7 o'clock. But where's the 6:30? No, that has to be the 6:30 close, because that 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6:15. So 6:30 would just be right here. So EU, yeah, the 6:30 hasn't made any play yet, and the 7 o'clock is basically going to close pretty close to the 6:30 here as well. DXY is still not back in the hundreds here as yet. These zones needs to be altered though, in all fairness. I think this zone should be moved to here now, by the looks of it. Then move this zone to there. Yeah. Let me have a better look here at DXY. Switch this, take that from that. I'll move this here as well. Now, for those who are wondering, why is he looking at DXY? If I'm taking any entries on EU, then I also track the DXY price chart just to see where things are. So if if DXY is moving upwards, if DXY is moving upwards, then EU should be moving down, and vice versa. So it's basically they move opposite of each other is basically what I'm trying to say. So when you copy it, nothing happens, but okay. Yeah. So why I have these lines here on the XY is that is sometimes on the 15 minutes up to maybe the 30-minute time frame, I'll highlight like the support and resistance areas, and then I'll refer to these little spaces as zones. So what usually I would expect to happen is that whenever DXY comes in to cross any of these lines, there will be some rejection from these areas, which will cause price to either push up or down. And then you can see the reverse of that happening here on EU. But for right now, I think EU is just consolidating just a little bit. It hasn't made any major move, maybe above these areas or below. It's now 7 o'clock. Nothing's going on here on gold. So if it's 7 o'clock, I could still apply the stuff here on it. Let's see. I've been meaning to do some work here on the technique for EU, but these past two couple of days I have been like massively busy. For the past 2 weeks I've been like really busy. I haven't got the time to really do it just yet. Come on, guys, we're almost at 5K likes. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 5K. Hmm. Might not take the breakouts, but if price was to possibly come back down to this 1 hour support area here, would be a pretty decent area to do a buy from that 1 hour support. Well, let's see. Abdin, yeah, good morning, bro. Yeah, gold has just been going crazy. All right, come on, guys, let's hit that like button. Come on, guys, let's hype up the stream, man. What the stream looks a little bit dead today. Come on, not because gold has moved so aggressively and has left us in the dust for right now. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Let's see if we can get the likes up to 5K. 5K likes is basically where I want to get it to. Let's get the likes up to 5K likes there, my friend. Remember as well, if you haven't yet joined the 215 Trades family, definitely do go ahead and subscribe to 215 Trades over here on YT. Ultimately as well, you can also join the Telegram group. The Telegram group is in the bio, right? It's in the bio of the TikTok page as well. So if you're on TikTok and you haven't yet joined it, then please definitely go ahead and join the Telegram group. It's on the it's on my home screen as well. Go ahead and do so. And if you're on YouTube, then the what you call it, the link should be in the description of the video. If today is the first time you're seeing the 215 technique, just put 215 in the chat and I'll just do a brief summary of what it is. So if it's the first time seeing the 215 technique today, you don't know what the 215 zone is and you're wondering what's this crazy person doing here right now, just put 215 on the chat and I will explain it to you guys. So if you put 215 in the chat, then I will explain it. Come on, let's get those likes up. We're at 5K, almost at 6K likes now. What price is the daily swing high? this daily candle has been crazy. It does have a bit of resistance. You have the resistance here that you can react to. Come on, guys. Let's see if we can get up to 6K likes here. All right. So for those who are asking the question, right? Well, yeah. So for those who are asking the question to say, yo, like, what is the 215 technique, right? Now, the technique is basically a technique that I use to look for entries here. Right, so I use the 215 technique to basically look for entries on gold. What's wrong with the camera? Right, so I use the 215 technique to basically look for entries here on gold. Now, it's a technique that I created. Okay, so what it basically is, right? Let me just do a quick explanation really of what the technique is, how it works. Right, so let's look at a gold chart. Right, so how the technique actually works, all right, how I identify my 215 zone is like, once I come onto the charts, right, whatever price that gold is trending at. So in this instance, gold is trending at 3367, right? I'll highlight that price instantly, okay? And that price will basically be called my point of interest. All right. Then what I'm going to be doing as the second step is that I'm going to be adding $2, right? Hence the 2 in the 215. So I'm going to be adding $2 to that point of interest price. So if the point of interest price is at 3367, then if I add $2 to it, that should take me to 3369.25, right? And this would basically be my what are you going to call this? That's going to be my buy line. And then I'm going to be minusing $2 from that point of interest. So if that's at 3367, this should be at 3365, right? 0.25, okay? And that would basically be my sell line. And then this overall in this lovely area here would be my 215 zone. So this is my 215 zone. Okay, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So all I do is just add $2 to the price, minus $2 from the price to get the buy and the sell area. Then once I have gotten the 215 zone, then I usually just wait for price to break, retrace, reject, to go for long entries, and basically the same as well to go for short entry. So I'll take sells below the zone. So I'll take sells below the zone, stop loss at the top of the zone, and target the structures below, right? But if it's a long position, then it would practically the same thing, but the reverse. Price pushing down here at the bottom of the zone, and then pushing my TP to the structures above. So in short, that's just a brief quick summary of what the 215 technique is really about and how I basically look for entries here using it. So hopefully that explains. So for those persons who are only seeing it for the first time, hopefully that explained it. If it doesn't work for, yeah, it does work for crypto. However, you have to, so the zone for every pair, the zone is going to be different. As in, yeah, the 2 is going to be different. Because 20 pips in EU is massive. versus 20 pips on gold. So it depends on the pair that you're using. Then you have to alter the zone. The easiest way to find out though, like what number that you should use, is just go on the 50-minute time frame. Do it on a day. Do it on a day where there's like a lot of structure, right? So if you want to you replicate the technique on like any pair, just go on the 50-minute time frame. Do it on a day when you have like a lot of structure, and then just highlight the point of interest. Then just look how far away the other 50-minute supports are, and then try to find a round figure as to where you should put your buy and your sell line from that. And then just test it, back test it, back test it, back test it until you figure out the number. So you go to the 50-minute time frame. Let's say we use in this area. You look how far these other. So let's say you mark here, right? And then you just look how far these other resistance, right, are from this little area here. And then you just do a bit of an average. So you have to just check it. Like let's say for example you were doing Bitcoin, because on Bitcoin the what do you call it? On Bitcoin, the 215 zone is different on Bitcoin. Well, actually, it is the same. So it is the same, but it's different in numbers. So if you're using Bitcoin, so you'd have your, let's say your point of interest was here. Right, your point of interest was here on Bitcoin. Then let's say this was your point of interest. Then what you basically do is that you'll be measuring. I believe you can go between 150. You can either use 150 pips, which would basically be just about here at the top of the zone here. You can use between 150 to 200. If you want to make it smaller, you can make it smaller as well, but you see, you'd use $150 above, $150 below, or $200 above, $200 below, just to get it. So if you measure here as well, you do it about here as well, thereabouts, and then you practically have your 215 zone in this area. So you'd use 150 to 200, all depending. So each pair, every single ticker that you use the technique on has its own 215 zone measurement. It's just for you just to determine it. So what you would do is that you'll go on the 15-minute time frame, just try to eyeball it, mark the price that it's trending at, then look above where the other resistance are, look below where the other supports are, then try to find a midpoint in between those areas, and then you can basically identify the 215 zone for that ticker. Yeah, that's what a lot of persons do. What they do is that they don't only just use the 215 technique. Well, I only use the 215 technique, but for all the other persons who usually do use the technique, they normally use it with other techniques that they know about, and that it helps them. So they use the technique to help them in some way, and then they pair with other strategies that they know. Yeah, it helps them. And majority of the time, sometimes when like a 215 entry is confirmed, it's also is confirmed on ICT as well. But then again, though, if you really think about it, and is that most of these strategies, like most of these techniques, it all boils down to support and resistance anyway. So if the technique that you're using heavily relies on like support and resistance movement, then majority of the times we will be getting the same entries. What will happen though is that you'll find that sometimes I'm in an entry. Let's say that you were using ICT. You'll find that sometimes I'll be in the entry first, and then you join in after if you're using ICT. Or you'll be in an entry before me, and then I get the same entry afterwards. So it's sort of similar, like that in a sense. Come on, guys, we're at 6.5k likes here. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 7k. We only need 500 more. It's now 7:18 a.m. here in the UK. Remember, I do go live every day from Mondays to Fridays, rain, sun, or shine, right, from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. and that's on the UK time, so you please just make note of that. So if you want to see more of what's going on here, definitely do subscribe to all platforms. You can subscribe to the TikTok page. Well, most of you guys are already here on the TikTok page, but ultimately as well, I'm also live on YT here at 215 Trade. So if you haven't yet subscribed as yet, please go ahead and do so. The Telegram group as well is also in the description of it's on the bio of the TikTok page. So if you want to join there as well, you can join there as well. All right. Well, what I would when it comes on to that app, then, because I don't really hold, I don't really, I would, let's not say hold, but I don't really focus on that KPI really. But overall, it is a very positive number for the win rate for the strategy. But what I would recommend you to do is to do some back testing, right? So I do have a video explaining the strategy. I do have a video explaining the strategy pretty clear, and I also have about a year worth of what you call it of videos on here. Well, you're basically already on there. So I have a year worth of live streams that you can actually review as well. But what I recommend, because the technique is so simple, watch that 15-minute video, understand the basics of it, and then just go ahead and backtest it. Backtest it, and then based off that number, you will have your own personal win rate for it, and then you can use that to say, yo, whether or not it makes sense to you or not. But for me, it's the only strategy I've been using for the last year, and it has been well. It has been doing well. I don't think most of the senior two and there are quite a few of them on here. They might be a little bit shy. Actually, where is the link to what? I would say the win rate is in the high 80s. What link to what? Hold on, let me just have a glass of water, guys. What link? Oh, the video. It's here. Go here. Go here. All my videos are here. Go there. All my videos are here. A year worth of all the videos, because I've been streaming for the last year or so now consistently. Yeah, so all my videos are on here. So if you want to go and just watch that video that explains the technique, that you can go ahead and have a watch of it. Do some back testing as well. I highly recommend. Don't just take my word for it. Highly do recommend you do some back testing on your own, based off what you learn. And if it makes sense, you come back to me. Let me know it makes sense. If it doesn't make any sense, let me know. You can leave a comment in the video to say, "Yo, this is bull, bro." That's perfectly fine. Or you can send me a message on Telegram as well. And the Telegram links are on my Telegram link is on my my TikTok page and also on my YouTube page. So sorry to hear that, bro. So sorry to hear that. But you can make it again. You did it once. If you did it before, you surely can do it again. What was it on? Was it on XRP? Yeah, that's the markets. Yeah, don't get. There's no emo. I have no emotion. Yeah, I figured. Because XRP is hyped up right now. It's hyped up right now, to be fair. We're still not yet at 10K likes. Wow, and it's 7:23 a.m. here in the UK. We do have the London market though. We do have the London market open in about 45 minutes. No. Where did you get your maths from? 35 minutes. Possibly that's where we will be seeing some more movements. But looking at this right now, you can see where the price is just consolidating here in the 215 zone, moving from the second half to the lower half as well. I don't understand though, if because oh crap, no wonder why it doesn't match, because my numbers aren't correct. Because if this is 3.6, my buy line is too high. Because I was looking at it, you know, and I was saying like, why is the center of the zone not on the point of interest? Wait a minute. All right, let me do the math correctly. So point of interest is at 366.920. So that's going to be okay. Should be 40 pips now. Nice. I didn't, yeah, because I was looking at it, and I was saying, why was, because if you saw it before, hold on, Control Z, let me show you. Because if you look at it, this was a 215 zone. It should be a 40 pip zone, but if you look at it, you have this blue purple dotted line should be exactly on the point of interest. And I was looking at it and say, why is my why is the thing not matching? But that was the reason why, because I had 30 pips above instead of 20 pips above. So now I'm gonna have to redo the top segment. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo the top segment. Oh, that's fine though. So that's a 215 zone. That 50-minute rejection line is going to be too high. So it's actually not that high. It should be just about here. Yeah, that's where the 15-minute rejection should be. And this is where my lines should be here. Let's remove that. I don't think my my 30-minute resistance is going to be affected by it, but let's see. Yep, it's going to be affected by it because there's a lower one. That's 70. Yeah, but I don't want to put it at that one because that one is so close already to that 15-minute rejection. That's like 10 pips. Hopefully, if the price does test that 15-minute rejection. So hold on, let me just show you guys. So this is a I'm not gonna move my 30-minute resistance, but here is that line is a 30-minute resistance. So hopefully, if this price does break to test that 15-minute rejection, hopefully test that area here as well, and then retrace. So I'm going to put that in white, just to remind me of what it is. Just keeping that there. All right, let's go back to the 5-minute time frame now. See what's going on. Thinking it's about to make a double top. Okay, yeah, it can. It surely can make a double top, double bottom, double sides as well. Come on, guys. We're still not at 7K likes yet. Damn, come on. We only need 100 more likes to get to 7K. 100 more, just 100 more. That's a pretty small amount. Yes, Belisa can call me Chef. That's fine. That's the nickname I go by. Somebody, so that's a cool handle. No, that's I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing it right. So you have Zama Lubbilisa. Is it in well, it's definitely in an uptrend. Can clearly see it's in an uptrend from these areas because it's going up. So the buy pressure is pretty strong, and it's, since this was the lowest low done, maybe price could come back down to test these areas today, maybe not, but you see that it's been in a massive uptrend since the opening of the market. Because since the opening of the market, it has gone up by maybe about 350 pips now, if I'm not mistaken, almost at 400 pips. Don't understand what you're saying, Zama. I'm just gonna call you Z. All right, let's go back in. Let's zoom in closer just to see what's going on here. We now have price. That's the first candle break above the 215 zone here. No, no, just saying. I don't understand what you're saying. So if you can re-say it, then that's fine. If you can use maybe some different words, that's all I'm trying to say. Remember, guys, 7:31 a.m. here today. Do go live every day from Mondays to Fridays, 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. on the UK time zone. Do go live here on TikTok. Additionally, go live here at 215 Trades on YouTube. So if you haven't yet subscribed as yet, please definitely go ahead and do so. My Telegram link is also in the description of the YouTube video and is also in the on my home screen as well. So thank you so much for that, to me, for that follow, and for all those persons who are hitting the like button as well. Big shout out to you guys. So let's see if we can get those likes up to 10K. We're at 7K likes now, so we still need 2,700 likes to get to 10K. Really genuinely appreciate it. Now, it's the first time price is breaking above the 215 zone. It has only just tested that 15-minute rejection area with a wick, so I'm currently just waiting for it to test it with a body candle close versus just a wick. So that's what I'm waiting for right now. It's 7:32 a.m. and we do have the London market opening in 28 minutes. Oh, you still have the plastic on it. You haven't removed the plastic from it as yet, no? Oh, that's cool. I was just saying, you're not saying right. Just call me Z. My apologies, bro. My apologies. I'm not sure if you're a bro, but yeah, my apologies. I'll call you Z. So whenever I see your handle, I'll call you Z. Thank you, Pablo, for that follow. Hold on, guys. Give me a moment. It's 7:36 a.m. now. Come on, guys, we're almost at 10K likes. We still just need a few more likes just to get there. So you can see here now our price of gold has broken above the 215 zone. However, it's testing that 50-minute rejection line, but it's only testing it with a wick. Now, what is interesting is, and well, what is important, I should say, versus interested, is that I need to see this 50-minute rejection area be tested with a body candle close, right, versus it being tested with a wick, right? Because if it's tested with a body candle close, then at least, all right, then at least it shows me that it has the momentum or volume to actually be pushing higher here as well. But these wicks is just showing you that it's struggling right now, but that's only just right now. So let's see, we do have, it's gonna be 7:40 soon, then we have London open in 20 minutes here as well. So let's see. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet liked the video, please definitely go ahead and do so as well. Additionally, as well, we do have the YT stream here at 215 Trades. If you haven't yet subscribed as yet, please definitely go ahead and do so as well. Ultimately as well, you can join the Telegram group, and the Telegram group should be in my bio on YT, also on TK, and also it should be in the description of the YT live stream. Thank you, Joseph, for that follow. Really, genuinely do appreciate it. Come on, guys. We only need 100 likes just to get to 8K. So if you can just double tap that screen, I would appreciate that greatly. Someone said 8. Did someone ask a question? Did I miss a question? No, these are all just follows. Handrian, or is that H and Adrian? Is it H Adrian or is it Handrian? I've never heard Handrian before, but sounds cool though if that's their name, Handrian. Handrian. Oh wait, EU. There's a massive up push there. And DXY is pushing down into these zones, and it's pushing down quite aggressively. So we could literally see, oh crap. Yeah, that it closed right on. Why didn't it break the line? Didn't break the zone. But this is looking like a pretty decent buy here on EU. But that candle closed right on that line, which, oh, that's a sell, bro. You looking at something like this? We have the XY pushing down. There's no top wick on that 30-minute time frame though. Let's look at the 15, and it's coming through the zone, so we do have a little bit of space, so that should push it to at least that 30-minute resistance, at least until it reacts to here. Today it reacts to here, into this line, or it reacts to that line. Sylvia, good morning. Are you back? Are you still here? Nice. When did you get back yesterday? How was it? Nice. Hope it was well worth it. So if you look at you met someone, that's nice. Where? Yeah, the live thumbnail will change. Do you like it? What? You're in love with London? Bro, I hate London. Do you like the thumbnail, Coleman? It looks good. Yeah, nice. Thank you for that. Thank you, Hamza, for those shares as well. Come on, guys. We're almost at 10K likes. You only need 1.5K likes to get there. But the architecture is not even from the UK, really. But yeah, I know. I get what you mean. You fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you should surely visit more often then. So if we look at here, we can see that where price did test that 15-minute rejection area. However, why I'm not interested in taking a buy in this zone is that it only tested it with a wick. So it tested that 15-minute rejection area with a wick and not necessarily a body candle. What was it? Was it like a 2-hour flight? Was it? I think, or 3 hours. I think I did ask you this question. He told me, and I forgot. Two. Yeah. Still, if I so you know bull knocks, right? You know bull knock. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah. I so so bull knocks. I forgot that. What? There's something in my eye. No, it's this eye. Imagine get into the get into a payout amount on bull knocks, and get into the doing the minimum trading days for your payout as well. Only to when I get there, they say to me, "Oh, you need a safety threshold." I'm like, "Safety threshold? What? What are you talking about?" Then I had to go and do some more research, and I found out that you actually do need to take the account balance up even higher before you can request the payout. I was like, what the hell is this? I'm like, you know what? I'm almost there anyway, so might as well I just stick to it. But it was quite a surprise. It was quite a surprise because I said, okay, fine, all right, I can request this payout from them. I can request this payout from them because I'm already there and I'm up, right? And I'm past the minimum. I think it's the minimum trading balance. I think. And then requesting the payout, they said no. You need to have a safety threshold. And I was like, safety threshold. So how much is the safety threshold? And I was like, that. I was like, oh, that's what you meant by that. It was quite a surprise. And to be fair, I was a little bit upset. I was like, I'm just gonna full port this shit. And I was like, say, you know what? Nah, don't do that. So I just decided just to reduce everything and then just slowly creep there. But I don't like that though. But I think though what they said though is that after even so once you hit the safe, you have that safety buffer, whatever they call it, and then you withdraw. When you withdraw, the buffer it will still remain in the account, so at least you won't need to make it again each time you request a payout. So I was like, okay, fine, fair enough. But that's horrible though. Because imagine making $2,600 only to be able to withdraw 1,000. That's horrible. But I'm like, fine. You're trying to pull a sneaky one. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna let you win. 1K more. That's all we need. 1K more. 1,000. Exactly. 1,000 likes just to get there. We need 1,000 likes just to get to 10K. I was like, you know what? I'm just, you see, when I get that payout, I'm just gonna throw that payout on FTMO. I'm just going back and just going crazy on it again. Uh, but let's see. It's now 7:48 a.m. here in the UK. We do have some movement here above the 215 zone. It's the first movement where we actually do have the price testing that 15-minute rejection line. Right, it has tested that 15-minute rejection line with a wick, so it's a weak test. So I'm waiting for a decent test of that area. Basically, when I say a decent test, I need to see like a body candle close above that line, followed by a retracement back into the zone. Then I'll be interested in trying for a long here on gold. And London opens in 10 minutes. So ideally, if this 5-minute can test that area, then the next 5-minute pulls back into the zone. Then the other 5-minute, the first 5-minute of London confirm the buy. Then I shall be taking the long here. How's that EU looking? It doesn't look too bad right now. We still have DXY pushing down. We still have like a little bit of an open gap until it gets down to here. So should be fine. The 215 technique. Oh, that's another wick again. Come on, guys. Just remember, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please definitely go ahead and do so. If you haven't yet subscribed to the YT channel, that is 215 Trades, definitely go ahead and do so. All right, that's 215 Trades and YT. Do ahead and go ahead. Blah, 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 blah. If you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades on YT, go ahead and do so. As you can see, it's right here, 215 Trades. If you want to learn more about the 215 technique, all right. Additionally, as well, if you want to join the Telegram group, as well, the Telegram group is in the bio as well. Who at your concert, Silva? Who was it? Wireless that you went to? The TikTok. What am I saying? The Telegram group is in the description of the YouTube stream, and it's also in the homepage. On the homepage of TikTok. 7:51 a.m. here in the UK. We do have the London market opened in about 9 minutes. And for those who are asking, the technique that I am using is called the 215 technique. Right now, what I'm basically waiting to see happen here, I'm waiting for price to test these areas here. Not only with a wick, but with a body candle close. Currently, right now, what it's doing, it's now testing the area with a wick with wicks versus it testing it with body candle close. So that's what I am waiting to see happen here. So let me just move this over just a bit for a better. So if this candle was to close above here in the next 2 minutes, then that would be good. I'm going to move this alert on this to about the point of interest. See what happened. Thank you, Sylvia. Yeah, so for those who are asking if I'm in an entry, no, I'm not in a position right now. Right now, I'm just sitting on my hands. I'm just waiting patiently. What I'm ultimately waiting to see happen, I have already had price pushing above the 215 zone, as you can clearly see. But I need price to test this 50-minute rejection area here, not with a wick, but with a body candle close above the line. Now, why it is important is that we have to remember this, is that at resistance, there is going to be a selling pressure at the resistance. Sometimes it's not strong, but there's always going to be some selling pressure there. All right, at support, there's always going to be buying pressure. Might not be strong, but we have to go with the mindset that that's basically what's happening there. So this 15-minute rejection line is actually acting as if it's a resistance, and we know that at resistance there's going to be selling pressure. So I need to see these candles break this resistance, right? This 15-minute rejection to show me that it has the momentum to actually push higher. Right now, what it's doing now is that it's being tested by wicks, only by wicks, and because it's being tested by wicks, this is saying to me, look, I want to go, I'm just not ready to go just as yet. So I'm just waiting for that to be properly tested for me to consider going for the longs. And as you can see, each time these wicks came in to test the area, it kept on rejecting. So it's 7:54 a.m. here in the UK. London market opens in 6 minutes. Well, 5 minutes. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, do definitely go ahead and do so. That's 215 Trades over there on YT. You should be seeing it. It's in the center bottom of the screen as well. That's the handle. Additionally as well, it's right here as well, because I do go live there every day, Mondays through to Fridays, 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. and that's on UK time. Thank you so much for that follow. I'm going to try to pronounce your name. Ekechuku. No. I don't know if you're going to pronounce it IK or Ekechuku. 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 I'm guessing you say it fast. Ekechuku. I don't know. Let me know if I did a great pronunciation or if I just butchered your name. But let me know if I did butcher your name. My apologies. But thank you so much for that follow. Come on, guys. Let's see if we can get those likes to 11K. We only need a K. We only need 1K likes. Exactly 1K likes to get to 11K. So let's see if we can just double tap that screen and get those likes up. Right now, we're just chilling. We're genuinely just chilling. Gold is just doing its thing. Not much has happened since we've been on here. We've marked out the 215 zone for the 630 area. We haven't had price properly tested that rejection area here to confirm that buy, but it's still trending above the zone, as you can see here. So we're just waiting right now. London opens in about 4 minutes as well, so ideally some volume should be coming in. We also have 34 minutes left here on stream as well, and we're here, we have live, so it's a good day. It is a good day. Has anyone seen the Demon Slayer anime as yet? I think it was released in Japan, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't think we on the I wouldn't even say Western, but it's not released for us here in the UK as of yet. But has anyone seen it? I do know you do a lot of bootlegs. Or is it I don't have my anime lovers on this stream today? Possibly I don't have my anime lovers on this stream today. Hold on. You can't find it. Where are you? Where are you, Martin? Where are you? Oh, you're in the UK. Yeah, I know. I haven't searched for it, but I'm pretty sure it's possible to find it. But the thing is, as well, I don't want to go and search for it as well because I want to see it in the best quality. I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, they have ruined it. I haven't. So each time when I see a clip of it, of the guys videoing it in the movie theater, I just swipe past it because I don't want to ruin it for myself. But September is a pretty long wait, pretty long wait, and I'm not even sure if it's going to be on Crunchyroll. Hopefully, it's on Crunchyroll or on Flix. Hopefully, it is. Nah, we haven't. We still haven't seen how it. We've seen a few here and there of the fights, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna see it, and I think they have more. They'll have another sequel that's gonna be released on it as well, if I'm not mistaken. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. Yeah, for those who don't know what we're talking about, definitely do go ahead and have a watch of Demon Slayer. It's an anime. It's not a cartoon. So for those who were saying it's a cartoon, it's not a cartoon. And yes, I do watch a lot of series. I do watch a lot of movies. I do watch not a lot of anime because the anime has to be in a specific criteria for me to watch it. It has to be like hand-to-hand combat, close combat, that kind of thing. Because I'm from the era of like Karachi. Let me say it the way from Karachi movies. Yeah. Kachukuta. Not sure. That name doesn't ring a bell though. Hold on. Let me Google that. Google will know who it is. I've never seen. I've never seen that anime before. Hold on. Then again, there's so much animes to be fair. No, I've never seen that one. You weren't far off though with this, Colin. I think you're pretty much on ball for it. Only two. Oh, so it has only just been released. Hold on, let me look. Let me look at the release date. What? Where do you watch it on? Do you watch it on Crunchyroll? You know what? There's another one that I really do like. I don't know if but it's a bit funny. It what's it called? Seven. Is it Seven Scissors or is it Scissors Seven? Yeah, Scissors Seven. Have you ever seen Scissors Seven? You seen Scissors Seven? Yeah, Scissors Seven is nice. Yeah. You haven't seen that one. Well, if you haven't seen that one, if you're staying home today and you're not like going out on the road or anything, definitely go ahead and try it out. I'm gonna try that one out that you just recommended, Martin, and see how it is. Well, definitely try Caesar Seven. It is all it's on. The episodes are short though. It's a bit funny as well, but it's quite good. The new season is good as well. But check it out, Caesar Sevens. It's good. Where's the TP? I haven't found it as yet. because basically it's now 8:03 a.m. Still waiting for a test of that area. Yeah, Martin. Let me know how it goes tomorrow as well if you check it out. Well, let me know anytime you're back here on the stream. That's fine. Not yet, Forex. Still waiting. We all had the 15-minute rejection area tested with it's only been tested with a wick. So I'm waiting for a proper test of that area, followed by a decent retracement to the zone. Yeah, Martin. Yeah, thank you. This would have been like a decent confirmation of a long, but only if these candles had closed above that line. So still waiting. A lot of what you call it here, a lot of this strategy in a sense, most of it is a lot of weight. Well, as a matter of fact, it's not just limited to just this 215 technique, but overall though, most of the time you're taking entries in the market, you're gonna be waiting. Now, if you genuinely like, if you genuinely want to see like, if you want to get the true and full experience of the strategy, right? You might not get it from just coming to this stream. When I say you might not get it, is that some of the times on stream that the entries aren't confirmed on stream. They usually confirm afterwards, right? So if it's a case where it's like you're waiting for just to get the entry on stream to be confirmed to take the entry with me, you might not actually get that. But what you to get the best out of the 215 technique, you have to like know it. You have to learn the technique, and it is very simple to know. As you can see, it's pretty simple to know. So what I would recommend is to say go to here 215 trades if you haven't already done so. I have over a year worth of my live recorded there, and I do have 150-minute video on there as well that explains the 215 technique. If you watch that video and you understand it, and you look at some of the lives, you just watch the beginning of the lives as well. You can see the how I did the markings, right? And usually you can watch towards the end of the live. That's usually when I do the entries as well. So if you do that, right, you can understand the technique a little bit more, and then after, even if I don't get an entry on stream, or even if I'm not on stream, you yourself can replicate this at your own pace, right? So to get the most out of the 215 technique, I would think that's definitely what you have to do, is to first do some research on it, master it, and then you can like implement it yourself as well. Omar is in a buy. Not just yet, Omar. Still haven't had a decent test of that rejection area. Would have been a nice confirmation, yes, for a buy. However, it hasn't tested that 50-minute rejection area here as yet. Need to see a candle close above the area. Why I need to see the candle close above the area is because I don't want it to just reject. I need to see that close above, then a retracement shows that the market has more potential to go higher. It's now 8:00. It's 10 minutes after 8 here as well. We do have 20 minutes left here on stream. All right, guys, let's see if we can get those likes up to 12K. We only need 1,000 more likes to get to 12K likes. So if you haven't yet hit that like button, or if you had hit it before in the past, let's see if we can get maybe a 50 likes in. So if we get 50 likes in from everyone on here, we should most definitely get to 12K likes here. So just hit that like button, hit that share button if you haven't yet done so as well, and hit that subscribe or follow button if you haven't yet done so. Really do appreciate it. Do go live every day from Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. and that's UK time. Right, 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Mondays through Fridays here on TikTok. Additionally, as well, I do go live on YT at 215 Trades. If you haven't yet subscribe to 215 Trades over there in YT or YouTube, whatever you guys call it these days, definitely do go ahead and do so. Ultimately, as well, if you do want to join the Telegram group, the link is in the bio of the TikTok homepage and is also in the description of the YouTube video here as well. So do go ahead and join, subscribe, the whole shebang. Where is the 4-hour fair? I think I might be able to find that 4-hour fair value gap if I put my mind to it. No, because looking at this, isn't from 366 to 356, isn't that like a fair value gap on the 4-hour? And that's like 100 pip, isn't that? Am I right? Or maybe you're not making reference to that fair value gap. Let's see if I can find another one. Is that a fair value gap or is that an art? No, the order block is here. Fair value gap is in the middle. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, but you have different. You don't. I think there's no possibly way you have a different chart from what I have on there. You might have different prices, but the chart should be somewhat similar. Because even if I go to my futures account, I still see the same pattern. So what's the fair value gap price are you talking about? Capable will be bearish up to what's capable 58 to 61, which is good. Buying here 58.61. All right, good guys. So we only need just 1,000 likes just to get to 14K likes. All right, well, what are we looking at here today? Well, I don't take entries. I don't like I don't trade in the New York on stream, that is. Sometimes I might be on the charts playing around here and there, but that's pretty much it. TP for what? I'm not even in a position right now to show you a TP, my friend. Because if you look at it, none of my areas, well, they've been tested, but as a matter of fact, so usually if an entry was to confirm, there are three things that need to happen. At entry one, there are three things that need to happen, right? First, we need a test. So the first thing we need to see a test of this area here, right? We need to see a test of that the 15-minute rejection, right? The second thing we basically need to see is that we need to get a retracement in the zone. So we need to get, second thing is a retracement. I'm just going to leave it at retrace. All right, we need to get a retracement into the zone, okay? And then the third thing, all right, that I need is to basically see a break from the zone. So that's like the third thing. All right, so I need to see a test of the 15-minute rejection area. I need to see a retracement back into the 215 zone with a candle close, not just retrace to the zone with just a wick, but retrace to the zone with a candle close inside of the zone, right? And then additionally as well, I need to also see like a break off the 215 zone and a close below the 215 zone here as well. Didn't get that. So we didn't get any of this movement on the above. We didn't get any of this movement on the downside here as well. So it's pretty much a waiting game at this point. No, I haven't entered any positions just as yet. Thank you 123 for the follow. I plan on doing whatever. Now the thing is, I don't have the strategy that I use, the 215 that I use. I don't have any bias to the market. I don't have any bias to the market. The market is not my friend. We aren't best friends or anything. So I don't have any bias. I'm not locked in or on a direction. It's basically whatever how the market reacts to the zone. That's how I react to it. So if it breaks my zone, tests my 15-minute rejection, pull back into my zone, rejects from my zone, closing below the sell line and my 15-minute rejection line, then I would be interested in going for a short. If it was to do the reverse, test my 15-minute rejection on the buy side above my 215 zone, retrace to my zone and close inside my zone, followed by a rejection from my zone with a close above here, then I'll be interested in going for a long. But it hasn't done any of that movement here, and I don't think it's going to confirm that here on stream today. Reason being is that I do go live every day from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. That's a 2-hour stream each day, Mondays to Friday, holidays, rain, shine or shine. Then I shall be here, even if there's an emergency broadcast, and we have to hunker down in bunkers and all of that. You should hear me over the emergency line, still reviewing the market. So right now, prices, as you can see, and this is a key example of what I mean I need to see that 15-minute rejection area tested with a body candle close versus it being tested with a wick, because when it tested with a body candle close, it shows that it has momentum to continue that direction. But if you look at this, these were all being tested with wicks, and if I had entered along in any of these areas here, I would be in a massive drawdown, almost coming to hit my SL. You see, so it is pretty important to properly get a body candle closure, testing that rejection line to confirm that entry. You can now see where price is moving down towards the lower end of the 215 zone, but if you look to the right here, we do have a very clean open range. So even though the price is actually in a decent uptrend as well, don't be surprised, right? Don't be surprised if don't be surprised if price was to fall from the zone and actually come back to test that Asian low, which is right here, which is actually a drop by about 300 to 400 pips. So don't be surprised. So don't get caught up in the fact that price has been moving upwards just to say that price can come back down. It can very well do so, and it will ultimately surprise a lot of persons, because a lot of persons is not going to be expecting price to actually do come back down so low, removing all that gain that it has. So you can now see that it did try to push above the zone. It wasn't breaking that 15-minute rejection, the buy side, because it's acting as a very strong resistance. It has pushed price down, and price is now coming down. However, even though price is coming down, I'm still not yet ready for a short position, because one, it hasn't tested that 15-minute rejection, and two, it hasn't retraced from that 15-minute rejection to my 215 zone, and three, it hasn't rejected from my 215 zone and confirmed that short position. So it's still a waiting game right now. To me, in the eyes of the 215, this is all just consolidation going on here, even though price has dropped maybe about 60 pips down from that zone. Thank you, Pirlo, for that like. All right, remember, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, that's the home of the 215 technique. You can always go there. You can always watch my videos on the strategy, explaining the strategy. You can have a look at it. You can understand it. You can do some back testing. You can also reach out to me and provide me with any feedback or any questions you have on the technique here as well. If you go to my Telegram group as well, my Telegram group is in the TikTok home screen. Right, so my Telegram group is on the TikTok home screen. You can join the Telegram group there as well. I do have my message button pinned in there as well, so if you need to send me a message about the 215 technique, I'll be there. You can reach out to me here as well. So it's now 8:25 a.m. here in the UK, and I go live every day from Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. every day. So if you want to see more, definitely do follow the channel, subscribe to 215 Trades, and all that fun stuff. Now, there's definitely not going to be an entry confirmed here on stream, so let me just explain to you guys what I'm ultimately going to be looking for today and what I'll be doing when that happens. All right, so if price was to break from my 215 zone, okay, if it was to break from my 215 zone, test this lower 15-minute rejection line below my 215 zone, okay, here. If we test this 15-minute rejection on the lower side, right, then what I'll be doing here, not with the wick, but with a body candle close below the line, right, I'll be waiting for it to retrace back into my zone with a candle close on the inside of my zone, followed by a rejection from my 215 zone and a close below my sell line and my 15-minute rejection. If that was to happen, then at that point in time, I would be interested in trying for a short here, putting my stop loss at the top of my 215 zone and targeting overall my full TP would be at my 4-hour support. So TP1 would be at that 30-minute support, TP2 at that 1-hour support, TP3 at that 4-hour support. Okay. Now, let's say the market doesn't decide to push downwards like that. Let's say the market decides to actually do a reversal, a split, some unique acrobatics, and just change the flavor of the market. Then if it does that, change the direction, if it does push back up towards the top side, I will only be interested in going for longs if price was to break above, test my 15-minute rejection area on the buy side, pull back into the zone with a candle close on the inside of the zone, right, followed by a rejection from here in and closing above my buy line to it not exceeding my 15-minute rejection. Then at that point in time, right, then I would be interested in trying for a long, putting my stop loss just below the zone, risking only about 40 to 45 pips, and then pushing my overall TP at my 4-hour resistance, right? TP1 still going to remain at that 30-minute resistance, TP2 at that 1-hour resistance, and TP3 at that 4-hour resistance. Now, I don't think I have sent this here as yet in the Telegram group. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm just going to be sharing this in the Telegram group now. If you guys want to see this chart and want to get the breakdown here of this, so you can head on over to my Telegram group, and my Telegram link is in the description of the YouTube stream, and it's also on my home screen of my TikTok, so you can go ahead and have a look at that. So just send the picture there, the breakdown. So if you want to trace the C and chop the price, you can definitely go ahead and do so. Remember as well, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, that is 215 Trades on YouTube, as you can see here, definitely do go ahead and do so. So as always, it has been an honor and pleasure being here with you guys today. Thank you so much on both platforms for all the interaction, the likes, the share, the love, and also the commentary. Really do appreciate it. So I will see you guys again tomorrow, because it's now 8:30 a.m. here in the UK. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, same time, same place. You guys stay safe and happy trading.